education news on Millionlights TV. I'm Sanika Nirmal and you are watching Millionlights, which is a TV channel dedicated to improving the skills of people and their employability. Today I'll be taking you to the top educational stories all over India in few minutes. Let us start with the headlines. HRD Ministry urges school dropouts to complete secondary education through open schools. Only 1.5% of state population use government libraries, says Education Minister. AICTE chief pitches for enhanced quality in education. PM Narendra Modi inaugurates country's first Indian Institute of Skills. Real empowerment of women is possible only through education, says President Pranab Mukherjee. Grace marks for FYJC now standardized. Fully blind students get more time in civil service exams. Government launches software to sharpen school teachers' skills. HRD Ministry urges school dropouts to complete secondary education through open schools. The HRD Minister said to the people who have not been able to study beyond a certain class for some reason should utilize the opportunity provided by the open schooling. The government is planning a nationwide awareness campaign to encourage those who had left school midway to complete at least their secondary education through open schooling. Speaking at an event organized by the National Institute of Open Schooling, Union Human Resource and Development Minister Prakash Javadekar said that every year 5 lakh students are passing through the campaign and they have targeted at least 10 lakh. At the event where Minister of State for HRD Upendra Kushwaha and School Education Secretary Anil Swarup were also present, Javadekar said, "We will organize a campaign to instill confidence in those people who have passed 8th or 9th class but have not cleared 10th. We will tell them to come to national schooling." The HRD minister said that we are also forming norms related to open schooling, especially related to higher education. He said that earlier students who after class 8 had underwent skill training at industrial training institutes were not considered equal to matriculate, but the Modi government changed this clause. Lakhs of such students have been allowed to take examinations through NIOs and they would get advantage of their 2 years of study at ITIs. Only 1.5% of state population use government libraries, says Education Minister. Education Minister Siddiqullah Chaudhary said only 1.5% of West Bengal's population uses the state's 2,480 government libraries that boast a collection of over 1.80 crore books. The minister said that the state government was making all efforts to turn people back towards books and libraries, besides trying to get the present generation hooked to reading. Speaking at a press meet, Chaudhary said that from now on, all state government libraries would have separate corners for women and children. All libraries will have to be cleaned at least once a year. Stating that from this year, North Bengal would also have an advisory committee on libraries like South Bengal. The state government has sent a proposal to the British Deputy High Commission so that the state could tie up with the British Library for the purpose of teaching English to children and youths. The proposal for Kolkata has already been accepted. Chaudhary said that he has instructed that state government libraries should have books on agriculture, journals and magazines which provide information related to jobs, books on cooking and books for children. 65 libraries in Kuch Bihar, Jalpaiguri and Alipurduar have no toilets and 90 libraries have no drinking water facility. I've asked all DMs to take proper initiatives. AICTE chief pitches for enhanced quality in education. AICTE Chairman Anil Sahasrabudhe said that India requires a strategy for enhancing quality in all educational institutes and create competition so that at least 10 to 20 of them appear in the global top 100 ranking. At the annual convocation of Jadavpur University, he said that India needs to devise a strategy to enhance quality in all institutes and create competition. We need to put constant efforts to challenge and create models of excellence in education so that at least 10 to 20 institutes appear in top 100 institutes. The National Institutional Ranking Framework is a baby step in that direction. We need to build strong and world-class graduate schools leading to research. There are around 50,000 plus private and government colleges and 780 plus universities. Last year, India produced 21,830 PhDs. Sahasrabudhe also said that this number helped in creating access to higher education and equity to a great extent. But the quality of education is much below than our expectations in most of the universities except a few. PM Narendra Modi inaugurates country's first Indian Institute of Skills. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of country's first Indian Institute of Skills, which aims to make India the skill capital of the world. The IIS was conceptualized by Modi during his visit to Singapore's Institute of Technical Education. The institute is being opened by the Skill Development Ministry in partnership with the Institute of Technical Education Singapore. The ministry has decided to have 6 such institutes. The Prime Minister also inaugurated the Kaushal Pradarshini, a skill exhibition for the youth of Uttar Pradesh. Earlier, he addressed rallies at Ghazipur, Agra, Kushinagar, Muradabad and Bahraich. Real empowerment of women is possible only through education, says President Pranab Mukherjee. President Pranab Mukherjee said that real empowerment of women would be possible only through education, encouragement of economic self-dependence, and provision of opportunities, enabling the unfolding of one's full potential. The President praised the leading role played by the Mahila Dakshata Samiti in women's empowerment and recalled the contributions of the Samiti's founding members such as Suman Krishnakant, Professor Pramila Dhanvate, and Srimati Mridula Sinha, the Governor of Goa. At the inauguration of Bansilal Malani College of Nursing, established by the Mahila Dakshata Samiti in Hyderabad, President Pranab Mukherjee said that the only long-lasting solution is to create cooperative structures comprising the government and private stakeholders as well as civil society. In fact, the developmental goals of health, education, livelihood, etc. cannot be achieved by the government alone. Such cooperative structures are relevant for all of them. Speaking on the occasion, the President expressed concern over the deficiencies in the health infrastructure of the country. The President said that there is a phenomenal shortage of about 2.4 million nurses in our country and a decrease in the number of nurses from about 1.65 million in 2009 to about 1.56 million in 2015. He said that this indicated a worrisome trend. At the same time, our infrastructure also comprises of just 1.53 lakh sub-centers, 85,000 PHCs and about 5,000 community health centers in a nation of 130 crore people living in more than 50,000 towns and 6.4 lakh villages. It is essential to look for models wherein all stakeholders participate rather than the government alone. It is unfortunate that today, when average overall literacy in India was 74%, women's literacy is less than 65%. He also said, a society which does not empower its women will end up as a loser and called for renewed efforts in this direction. Grace marks for first-year junior college students now standardized. The Maharashtra State Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education Pune decided to change the exam qualification system for first-year junior college and higher secondary certificate equivalent from the coming academic year 2016 and 2017. In a recently issued circular to all the 9 divisional boards, the MSB SHSE decided to implement similar rules for 11th and 12th grade students to pass their examination. Just how HSC board exams allowed a maximum of 15 grace marks to be awarded to the students in case they were not able to obtain passing marks in 3 subjects, that is, 5 marks each are allowed to be awarded for each subject, which isn't more than 10% per subject. Similarly, in 11th, 30 grace marks can be awarded to help a student pass the final examination. Now, the board has decided to make 15 passing marks for both FYJC and HSC 2016-17 onwards. According to the board, even the syllabus has changed for FYJC and hence it was a necessity to have a passing pattern similar to 9th and 10th examination. Gangadhar Mahamane, chairman of MSB SHSE, Pune said that the way 9th grade and 10th examinations had similar passing pattern, the board thought it is also necessary for FYJC and HSC, which was different till now. Hence, The proposal was sent to the state government for approval, which has been accepted, and so the board has decided to reduce the grace marks from 30 to 15. Blind students get more time in civil services exams. A completely blind candidate taking scribe facility will get more compensatory time than those with low vision. The union government has informed the Bombay High Court that a completely blind candidate appearing for civil services exams and availing facility of scribe can get more compensatory time than those with low vision. KVS Rao, Director in the Department for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities from the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, filed an affidavit through Advocate Muhammad Ali Chunawala while opposing the petition filed by a 100% blind person, Sujit Shinde, said, if required, a completely blind person can avail of more than 1 hour time for a 3-hour exam. In his petition, Shinde has claimed that even when a scribe is accompanying the blind person, he needs to be made understood of the maps, diagrams and other stuff, after which he will give the answers needed to be written by the scribe. Thus, the 20 minutes extra time per hour is very less, especially in a paper on history subject. It also contended that most of the low vision candidates avail the facility of scribes only to get the extra compensatory time even when they are able to understand the maps or diagrams in the question papers. Thus, the 20 minutes per hour extra time for blind persons is contrary to Article 14 of the Constitution of India. However, the union government, relying on an earlier Bombay High Court judgment which stated that, if needed, extra compensatory time can be increased on case-to-case basis, the claim of the petition that the time granted is discriminatory unacceptable. The affidavit also states that both low vision and blind persons have difficulty in reading question paper and require additional time to read. Government launches software to sharpen school teachers' skills. In a bid to help teachers attain an in-depth knowledge of their subjects, the State Council of Educational Research and Training launched a software named Online In-Service Teacher Capacity Building Program. In the first one, the software will help as many 50 mathematics teachers and 70 mentor teachers working in different schools, operating under the Directorate of Education. As part of the program, topic-based training will be provided to teachers. These topics will be chosen from textbooks. The program is aimed at training as many as 50,000 teachers. Education Secretary Punya Salila Srivastava said that it is a unique, flexible and convenient program with an aim to enrich the knowledge, competency and efficiency of teachers to enable them to develop a holistic instinct among students and sharpen their thirst for new developments in the field of crucial subjects that matter to them. The overall objective of the program is to enhance teacher-to-teacher communication, to enable student-centered teaching approaches, to provide 24/7 accessibility to course material and to build the capacity of in-service teachers. Srivastava also said that the total duration of the online training will be 8 hours in a single sitting, since the program has been conceived to facilitate training as per the convenience of the trainees, that is, in-service teachers, by devoting at least half an hour a day during staggered 15 sittings on mobile app or web from anywhere. It will not only help teachers to ensure qualitative improvement in teaching learning process, but will also encourage sharing among teachers as a community. For more updates, visit our website www.millionlights.org. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by the name Millionlights. You can give us a missed call on 30778274 to suggest courses, offer feedback. Join us again for the next episode. From the entire team, have a good day.